Hey, everybody.
Hey, everybody. How's it going? I know everybody's cold. Whoops. Let me get my volume down.
Uh-oh.
I'm trying to give you a watch from my phone as we're on.
You ain't got to do all that. I can't let you co-stream with me, so you're not getting the views. So I hate that.
it's okay. It's okay. I'm giving you a watch also. So there you go.
I really appreciate it.
So everybody's still alive, right?
My phone was turned up. I forgot to turn it down. Yeah, everybody's still alive and kicking right now. Just nice and cool.
Yeah, nice and cool. Is that how you describe it? What a bunch
Well,
of bull.
well, I started to say freezing our you know what off.
Tatas.
Yeah, everything. I see. I've seen Dark Lord pop in and out. I don't know if he's still here. Hey, Dark Lord,
Hey,
Xander.
Xander.
Hey, Suburban Hillbilly.
Hey, Suburban Hillbilly.
Don't,
She's
don't throw
probably
no
asleep
snow.
too. Huh?
Xander threw snow at me. It's still too cold for that.
Yeah, no snowball fights, Xander. No, that's not happening tonight. There's Rainy Ridge is in the house. Hello, hello. How are you?
That's what's cold. Yes,
Yes, yes, everything.
I finally figured out how to do that.
Oh, good, good. You're learning. You're
I'm
learning. You
working.
can put a banner at the bottom too. I think you can do a ban. Yeah, you can do a banner on the. You have the free version, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, you can. I'm pretty sure you can do a banner too if you want to.
I ain't got that kind of education yet.
Hey, Johnny, how's it
It's,
going? Do we have a
well,
calf yet?
Miss
Yes.
Rainy Ridge. Hey, Rainy.
Suburban Hillbilly, I agree. And I know exactly what you're saying. Rainy,
Yeah.
stop. Stop. Sorry. My dog Rainy is chewing on a bone and she sounds like she's rebuilding the house.
Oh Lord. We can have sound effects. That's fine.
Yeah, but not like that. I'm sure nobody wants that. So you worked today
Oh yeah.
and it was freezing at work?
Mm-hmm.
Mm,
Well, we talked about it earlier. I had to have them coveralls on pretty much all day,
I don't
even
blame.
inside that warehouse.
Yeah. Oh, I bet.
Yeah.
I
You go
bet.
outside to the little shelter out in the break area, the smoking area,
Yeah.
and you about freeze before you finish one.
Goodness. I mean,
we,
it's been bad up here too. But places
it's,
like Johnny and them, they're getting inches and
yeah,
inches of snow. So
they're getting beat up over there pretty good.
yeah.
I saw Jerry at Butler Family Farm. They were out there with the fork on the front of the tractor, breaking the ice on top of the water trough.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I had to do that too for the piggies out of there at
oh,
an ungodly hour this morning with an ungodly temperature. Their 50-gallon water barrel. Um, I was down there with a hammer trying to bust it, and it was probably about 3 inches, a good three
oh
inches
yeah.
worth of ice that I had to bust through. Hey, Christine. Yeah, so I got through that. So, and thank goodness, because they have a stainless steel pig nipple on their watering trough, on their water barrel. Thank
Yeah.
goodness they have a good enough chomp that they
They broke
chomp
it
through
loose.
it. It was iced up. Yeah. So I was like, I don't know how to replace one of these. So I'm just hoping to God that it doesn't freeze up and bust.
Well, if you had power, you can always run a hair dryer out there.
Yeah. Well, there's that.
I,
The first
I
thing you
actually I
said.
actually unfroze the well pipes with a space heater one time.
Oh, really?
We don't have a pump house, for the well,
Yeah.
and but we had that. Daddy took an old cotton module cover that you covered the big modular cotton out in the field, the yellow and black stretchy deal. It was tore all up over the years. He had that wrapped all around the well, but it froze up one morning, and there's a plug-in right there for the electric fence box on the post. So I said, okay, I'm back in the house, got the little small space heater, pulled the tarp back, stuck it underneath, let it run a few minutes. All of a sudden, the well kicked in and started pumping.
There you go. I mean, you do what you can, right? I think I saw in Johnny's video today that he put out, I think it was this afternoon, he was busting locks open with a small hand torch, heating them up so he could get into the fence where the cows were. So, I mean,
I caught that one yet.
But you can.
I got to see that one.
Yeah. You have to go watch it. It's a good one.
Yeah, I miss Christine. Hey, Christine. Sorry, I had to get that in there.
No, that's okay. Yeah. Yeah, and her chickens were frozen. Their door was frozen. The lock was frozen. There was one or two more things that Johnny had to break into with that hand torch today.
I definitely got to watch that one.
Huh?
I definitely got to watch that one. That's got to be interesting.
Yeah. I was kind of afraid that our gate on our lock had done that. Lock on our gate, had done that as well. So, but I didn't go anywhere today, so I don't know. It may be froze up. It may not. I may be stuck in here.
I've not had a lock do that before, but I have had my old, I think it was my old Ranger. I used to have 88 Ranger, but that's back in the early 90s. It got so cold that year, I think it snowed finally. It was like a couple of inches.
Yeah. And
I think it was the day me and my brother, we went riding around the dirt road looking for deer. You're not supposed to do that, but we did anyway back then. Because you couldn't get no deer stand. It was so cold.
Yeah.
And just riding, and it rained the night before it snowed, and then you had puddles in the dirt road. And you splash, and that water would go up in the fender well. It would freeze again.
Oh.
We had to stop every so often and get a hammer and beat the ice out around the fenders where it stopped scrubbing the tires.
Oh my God.
It'd build up like this thick, and it'd be sitting on top of the tire scrubbing.
Wow.
And I remember that day I went to go get my little Ranger, had the little pop-up door handle, the old school plastic deal.
Yeah.
And it pure crunched. I thought I broke it. The ice was up inside, and it crunched and broke loose.
Oh, gosh.
I had to hit it again, and the door finally popped open.
Oh, my goodness. Did you see what Christine said? She said, I tried to get our chickens to free range, and they wanted no part of the snow. They were like, nah, we'll take a pass today.
Yes. That'd be some cold chicken feet.
Yeah, I can't blame them for that, poor chickens.
I guess poor Christine's got to get Johnny to insulate the egg box now.
I don't know.
I did see that. I saw that short where she had the egg, like you said, cracked. And I was like, wow.
I know.
Was
that from the cold, Christine? Because I haven't had one. I mean, there were 3 out there this morning, and none of them have cracked. Of course, they've been like negative temperatures. We've not hit the negatives yet that I know of.
Hey, Dave. Hey, Piggy. I'd jump in there real quick.
Hey, Piggy.
If you missed anybody else, sorry.
Hope everybody is doing well. Piggy, I saw yours and Eileen's What's Up Wednesday. I just haven't had a chance to comment yet. And so it looked like you guys were doing well on the road today. But you were still cold too. So I've been kind of cooking to keep the house warm. This is the time to bake or cook.
Yeah. Did you see what Christine said?
What'd you say? I was in a tree stand one time right after a snowstorm. I got a deer that day, but I couldn't feel. Oh, the chat just jumped on me.
Yeah, it's jumping a little bit.
But I couldn't feel any part of my body, and it's not so cold. That was 12 inches long. Oh my gosh.
That's
Yeah,
pretty good.
I get that. I get that. I can relate. You don't know what's happening when you're freezing.
Yeah. Linda Okie, Gina's doing good. She's in the other room watching her own thing. She may pop in, may not. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, our little pigs were, they're not little, they're big. But they were piled on literally on top of each other this morning when I went out there to keep each other's body heat. I mean, literally laying two wide, one too high.
Yeah.
One was like, it was crazy.
Yeah, they will pile up.
Cold.
They will flat out pile up trying to stay warm. I tell you that.
They will. They will. Hey, Nanny Tam.
Nanny Tam, she made it this week. I told her last night, I think it was Tony's live, that she missed it last week because we had, for the first few minutes, we had Dale on. So we had live with the Double D's, or Hangout with the Double D's.
Oh, wow.
Then we had Homestead and Wilbur D come up. So we had Hanging Out with the Triple D's. And we might could have got another D in there, but I don't think that YouTube would like that many D's hanging out on it. So.
Wow. That was quite a set you had, huh?
Yeah. It got a little while.
Unintended.
Yes. Yeah, it got a little while. It was a lot of fun last week. We still missed you though, as always.
Oh, thanks, guys. Sorry, we were in the middle of doing some setting up on some stuff, and yeah, I was helping Joey with some filling of a tank when the time you went live, and I was like, oh gosh, I'm sorry, Derek, I'm out here in the yard and I cannot get inside the house.
Hey, I know everybody's got a life, everybody's got things they got to do. If you can't be here, it's fine. I usually find somebody ready to jump up here and talk a little bit if I need to.
I appreciate you showing me some grace. And as Christine said the other night on our Bible study live, she's like, okay, I don't know what's going on. Okay, just love me through this, guys. Just love me through it. And I love that saying. I think it's so cute.
That's pretty cute. Oh, that was good. Yeah, that was really good, Dee. I really appreciate you coming in. That was a good time, for sure.
Yeah. Well, good. Well, tell her to pop up now. Hey, Melinda. Hey, Lindy Okie.
Melinda Dobson, hello.
Oh, goodness. Yeah, so it's not supposed to be quite as bad tonight, and then tomorrow night is supposed to be even a little warmer yet, but then Friday night and Saturday night are back down in the teens.
Yeah.
So
I think it's going to be like 23 sometime Friday, and then Saturday morning is like 22, 21 again or something here.
Whatever. 20's my foot.
Think of it this way. Hopefully we're killing some skeeters and gnats.
And flies. What was up with the flies this year? I mean, they have been exceptionally bad this year. The flies have been horrible.
You have livestock.
Well, yeah, I know, but they've been worse than what they've ever been. And I have some fly catcher thingies down by the livestock. But yeah.
I tell you, especially with these cows, Daddy used to be bad. He would drive right here up the driveway and go just inside the electric fence and drop that bale of hay right behind the house.
Oh gosh.
And you know what they're going to do while they're eating.
Yes.
They're not going to go. Yeah, they're not going to go stand behind a tree and come back.
No.
So then you get all that, and then next thing you know, flies are everywhere. You crack the door, and you got the fly flap out for the next 30 minutes.
You got 10 of them in here. Oh my gosh. Melinda got up to 49 today in Texas.
Wow. Heat wave.
Yeah, that must be a cold front for you guys.
Yeah. I actually heard it was supposed to get pretty cold over there too. I don't know how.
I can't remember who I was watching, but I think they said the same thing. Somebody else that was in Texas.
Ooh, Lynn said it's supposed to be 5 Saturday morning.
Where's that?
Lynn the Okie said that. I'm not sure where she's from.
Oh, Oklahoma. Looks like that's in her avatar.
Let me get past the scratches so I can see.
All right. Now, didn't you get some new glasses?
I was going to make an appointment and I did not. But the thing is, I had to run into Walmart for a second today. I forgot to tell Gina this while ago. I actually talked to him. I have an eye appointment at 2:15 on the 30th.
Oh, nice. Good job.
So hopefully I can get some more glasses.
You can get yourself some brand new non-scratched spectacles.
Yes.
Oh, I'm getting my little
I kind of move them and adjust them just right so I can see the little bifocal area at the bottom.
Yes.
And try to get it just right past the scratches.
Nanny Tam, we are so glad that you enjoyed the Bible study. It was a really good one this week, too. And next week's going to be even juicier. That's what
was cool. I actually told Dale that a while back, I think it was, that Esther is actually my mama's name.
Is it? Aw, that's awesome.
And I'm probably going to say something that's going to get my butt beat later.
What's that?
She hates it so much. But Granddaddy insisted on making her middle name Odessa.
Odessa. Okay.
Her maiden name was Schultz.
Okay.
Yeah, mouthful. She
all
hated
right.
that.
Yes, that is a mouthful. Hey, Scotty. Scotty, two hotties here.
Hey, too hottie. Hey, buddy.
Thank you all for coming in and visiting with us as we're all frigid and cold.
Gina mentioned to Mama one time that if we'd ever had kids and maybe had a daughter, which we never did, and she wanted to name a daughter Dessa Renee. Instead of Odessa, just name her Dessa.
Yeah. And that's a good idea.
Mama said, "Do not do that. Don't name that young and that." she has despised that name her whole life.
Oh gosh, but I think that's a good idea that Gina had.
Yeah, I actually like the name myself, but Mama said, "Don't you do it."
Yeah. My grandma's name was Charlotte, and I was this close to naming Megan Charlotte, and then I backed off of it and decided, nah, she's a Megan. She's a Megan. Hang on just a second. I have to plug in because I'm about to die here. So hold on. I'll BRB.
I've already been doing that myself. I got the tablet already plugged in too, just in case.
Okay, there we go. We're back. It says charging device, and now it's happy. Okay, it'll quit beeping at me. Oh my gosh, Scotty said I had 2 inches of ice on my stairs and walkway due to rain and 0 temps overnight. Yep. We were talking about that just a bit ago. I had some ice on my front steps too. And when the dogs wanted to go out first thing, I was like, okay, easy Wheezy. Don't be pulling me out the door because we'll all go tumbling down these stairs.
Just be skipping.
He wants to know what Henry did you show here on last week? And I don't know.
Well, that was the after show.
Oh, okay.
That was after.
And I didn't say the word. I just pew pew.
It was actually the 22. I have not been able to graduate up to the 44 Magnum like I really wanted.
Okay.
But the 22, that actually wasn't a bad deal on that one. It was only $310.
Yeah. Oh, that's good.
Henry Lee Fraction 22.
Yeah, for a Henry. Yeah.
the one at the 44 Magnum, last I priced it a couple of years ago, it was like $740 something dollars.
Wow.
It was the Golden Boy, the gold chamber.
Yeah.
That's one. Well, really, I wanted the old school one, like in Lost and Dove.
Yeah.
Like Gus and Cole had, the one with no foregrip, the longer tube, with more rounds in it. That's the one I wanted, but last time I looked at that, it was like $1,500.
Woo! Goodness gracious.
So unless I hit a lottery, I will never have one of those.
That's not in the cards right now.
I'd love to have one, but I can't do it.
Alexander said, remember to bend your knees, folks. I guess that means if you're going down, bend your knees, don't stiffen up, because you're liable to break something on the way down. I don't know, but it sounds good. Melinda said, I had a friend named Odessa. She was Odessa, I guess from Odessa. Oh, born in Odessa, Texas. Oh, that's why. Okay.
Okay, that's cool.
Oh, no. When you walk on ice, bend your knees. Okay. What about the icy stairs or steps?
Just bounce down.
Just bounce down. Just get on your butt and get a slide and just slide on out the door.
see that Daddy would never put an extra room on the house so Mama could have the washer and dryer inside. He'd always put it out somewhere outside shed, so she had to go outside carrying a basket of clothes down the doorsteps and out into that building and wash clothes.
Yeah.
And one morning it was kind of icy. She had to go out there and wash clothes, and her feet slipped. And she said her butt hit every step on the way down.
Oh, poor thing. I've wiped out. I've wiped out on some stairs.
That's what I did not see it. It's my mother. I did not see it. But she told me she was very bruised up from that one.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, I probably would break a hip too, Nanny Tam. Joey says that when I start dancing, he says, you better stop that, girl. You're going to break a hip. Oh my goodness.
Don't get out the ginger pole.
No, goodness gracious. Nanny Tam said ours is a 22 lever action or LR Henry Silver Eagle with an octagon barrel.
Yeah. Mine's just the standard. I wouldn't mind having that one. I always love those octagon barrels.
Yeah.
They're like a signature for Henry. They're like really great. I'm telling you, that I've had other 22s, Remingtons, semi-automatics, whatever. But that is the best one I've ever had. Smoothest action. And I mean, it's even like pointing your finger at it. Like you point your finger at it and you hit it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just that accurate.
That's awesome. Suburban Hillbilly said the only thing worse than falling down the stairs is falling up the stairs. That's true. I don't think I've done that yet. I'm going to say yet because, who knows what's in my future.
Yeah, I got a scar about that big around on my right shin.
Oh.
Trying to run and jump up on a concrete porch.
Uh-oh.
I was going to plant my left foot, let my momentum carry me up. I was running, and my left foot hit the porch and slid.
Oh gosh, Derek! Oh my goodness, that sounds so. That sounds so painful.
Yeah. It was at the state patrol office in Dublin, trying to get an accident report for an escort truck that I wrecked. So on top of all that, then I get a wrecked shin.
Oh my goodness, that's terrible.
Not to be too graphic, there was like skin and hair in my britches when I rolled it
up. Their coffee tonight. They can keep warm with their coffee.
Yeah. Don't be eating during this conversation. But it was kind of sad that to walk in there and say, y'all got any Band-Aids?
Yeah, I bet.
It was rough. It not only took the skin off, it bruised. And it was like, oh God, I don't do that anymore.
No, I don't blame you.
Like 20-something years ago. I don't do that anymore.
Rainy Ridge said, anymore, falling hurts regardless of where you do it. Yes, whether you're up or you're going down. If you are going to the ground, it's going to hurt when you hit. You know it is.
It's never on a nice, comfortable stack of pillows or
no. Nice bale of hay that's soft and pillowy. No, it's never there. Nanny Tam said, speaking of names, my granny was a Ruth, my mama was a Ruth, and my daughter is Ruth. Aw. And I'm not sure, Nanny Tam, but that might be the next book that we go to. We haven't discussed it yet, but we had kind of said something. So I'm not sure if that'll be the next book, but of course we will cover that in our Bible study. But this one for Esther is going to go for 10 weeks. Because there's 10 chapters.
Well, every time I hear Ruth, I always think of that movie Gina made me watch, Fried Green Tomatoes.
Oh, yes. That was a good movie. It really was.
It was also a pretty good movie, but you know.
Yes, it was good in the end. I loved it.
But the only time you hear anything about fried green tomatoes is on the window of the store or the restaurant. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't think you ever see anybody eat them.
Before I watched the movie, I was like a little remiss because of the title. And you're right. There was no fried green tomatoes anywhere in the whole thing except for in that store.
So I guess none were horned in the making of the movie. So
yeah, I guess. I
saw something from D again. Golden Boy 22 Meg. I should have got that. Gina ragged me on that one. She said you should have got the Golden Boy, but I just got the plain one. Trying to save money. Should have spent that extra $50 or $100.
Yeah. Well, when you're already shelling out quite a bit.
Yeah.
It's like, nah, I'll go this route.
45.7 and a 410 lever action. I always want to try one of those 410 lever actions.
Oh.
It's like a 410 shotgun, but it's a lever action.
Oh, nice. That would be cool.
Yeah. And I also like that. That's pretty cool. But I like that 45.70, that nickel plated one that Senior Johnny Lay 'em Down Johnny Gillum has.
Yeah, that's a pretty nice one, isn't it?
Yes.
I mean, I saw that in his video, and I was like, "Dang, that thing's so sweet."
Yes. Yes. I've been trying to get him to do a giveaway on that. He just will not do it.
No. I thought very seriously you're going to see him part with that. Actually, even Christine already said as much. Yeah. No, that ain't happening. So I guess Lynn had asked Rainy Ridge how they came up with their name, and they said Rainy is their last name, and they live on a ridge. So there you go.
There it is.
There you go. Makes sense to me.
I thought it might have been his angel out there. I don't know.
Suburban Hillbilly said in another town, said I wouldn't make it. By the time an ambulance got there, I was paralyzed for a long time. I woke up 8 days later. Holy cow. Yikes. That's not good.
That's not cool. Dang.
You know what? Have you ever seen that movie, The Help?
I have not. I have not seen that one.
That one's funny. That one has got some funny moments in it. I mean,
I don't get too much time to watch movies much anymore.
No, you're probably pretty darn busy. Hello, Rebecca. Where is Rebecca? Touched by Yarn. She is here.
Hey, birthday buddy.
Birthday buddy.
But yeah, I mean, shoot between work and then try to get home, watch a little YouTube, maybe film a video occasionally.
Yeah.
But It's just not enough hours in the day.
Oh, Melinda Dobson's seen it. She said that was a good movie. It was, wasn't it? That chocolate pie. That was funny. That was the funniest part. Xander, thank you for dropping all those links. You are doing amazing.
Cool.
Let me see if I can find it. I found one. I went over.
Moderators.
I went and over tea kettle down a steep hill. I rolled all the way down, hit my head on ice. Ay, ay, ay. Next morning, I was unresponsive. Mom drove me to nearest hospital. They said to drive me to the hospital. In another town. I guess that's where it continues.
Xander said, ask Ginger where Joey is.
Joey is working. Occasionally, he's a second shift kind of guy. So, yeah.
I hate switching shifts like that.
Yeah. No, my dad used to work first, second, and third. He didn't have a choice. He worked in the mines. And so they didn't have no, I haven't put him in a jar. Suburban Hillbilly.
I saw that.
And yeah, they used to work. They had no choice, though. They would work like 3 weeks. I can't remember how they did it. 3, 3, and 2 or something like that. 3 weeks first, 3 weeks second, and 2 weeks midnight or something like that. But yeah, that shift work is no joke. It's not fun. Hey, White Rock Homesteads in the house. Hello, Jason and Tara.
Hope it ain't too cold up there in Arkansas.
Yeah. Yes, swing shift. You're right. That is it. My dad used to say swing shift, but he loved working Christmas or Thanksgiving. He would volunteer for that because some of them would be double time, and then one of them, it fell on a Sunday, and he got like triple time for it. And I was like, oh my gosh. But of course,
it does make the check really good.
Yeah, but then they tax you out the wazoo on it, because you get all that at once. Yep, overtime and double time. Always a good thing. Yep. So I have been in and out and in and out and in and out checking on our animals today.
If it keeps getting colder, you can open up a business selling frozen chicken tenders.
I don't know about that.
Now they won't get told. Those chickens are out there shaking their booties all the time, and listen to Soul Mix a lot and everything else.
It is warmer in Arkansas than it is in Georgia. Because I can tell you right now, it is not 33 here. It is not at all.
Well, I'm showing 43, but that may be from a little while ago.
No, I'm at 28 already.
That's going to drop quick.
5 degrees. I mean, what's 5 degrees, right?
Yeah.
What's 5 degrees between friends?
Yeah, sure.
A suburban hillbilly. I'm so over winter. I need spring to hurry up. I know. We passed a marquee the other day that said 10 more weeks till spring. And I was like, wow, they're really being optimistic over there at that business. And then they were keeping up with it too, because they changed it. A couple days later, we went by and it said only 9 more weeks till spring. And I'm like, okay. Oh, wow.
I would not mind it if it wasn't for all the wind blowing down here.
Yeah, the wind is pretty ferocious at times. And the gusts, we haven't had a lot steady here lately. I mean, except for like last week. But with this really, really cold, we haven't had a lot of steady. But you go outside and the air is like ice. Just the air. Oh. Well, I scared myself.
We disappeared. What happened?
Well, don't do that again. I scared myself by being the whole screen. It scared me.
I just looked up. I saw double swirlies up there. I'm like, what happened?
And then I looked up and saw my whole face on there and went, whoa.
I didn't know what was going on.
Christine said she hated shift work, did it couple 8 years, second and third shift in a hospital. Yeah.
I actually had to, not probably 6 months ago, I had to go in and cover somebody on second shift one day. Never had to go in on second shift ever. And don't plan to do it again unless it's just absolutely necessary. It just throws your entire day off.
Yeah, it does. But did they change your pay for it? Did you get because I know first shift made the bottom, second shift made a little bit higher because of the inconvenience, and midnight shift made even more.
I don't think he actually did. I don't think they actually paid me any extra for that.
Man,
because it's only from like 3 to 11.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's not that necessarily a big deal, but which they set up something a while back that our pay after 3 o'clock or 3:30 actually goes up a quarter or something like that anyway.
Mm-hmm.
If you work over, you start getting paid for that 25 cents extra hour for how many hours you work over, or however much it is.
Now, does where you work, are they open in production 24 hours? Mm-hmm. So there is first shift, first, second, and third shift.
And see, we have first and second shift across the street at the DC. We only work. It's only open from 7 in the morning to 11, and they go home, and that's it. Because we're shipping.
Okay.
And, but we have to take in what's produced across the street. It comes to us to store until it ships.
Okay.
So we have to unload it and stuff like that. So we have unloads too, not just loading.
Yeah.
So it makes it more difficult and all that good stuff. But the main plant, they have 2 shifts, 12-hour shifts. It's 24/7.
Wow.
So.
Goodness.
Steady running.
Christine said, I miss my garden. Me too, Christine. I miss mine too. And Suburban Hillbilly said 31 here, was 14 when I woke up this morning. Yep. And it's going to be a little bit warmer tomorrow and a little bit the next day. And then Friday, Saturday and Sunday, we're back to waking up to those wonderful temps.
Right. Dang, back into it again. Right, back in the fire. Or in the cold.
Yep. Oh, Christine said they got major wind there today.
Well, that's what I was talking about earlier before I glitched all out and everything.
Yeah.
not the old days. They still want more. You know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, you think about 5 to 10 miles an hour wind in the summer.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh man, it ain't blowing enough to do anything. Oh God.
Yeah.
5 to 10 in the winter cuts you to the bone.
Yes, it does. It sure does. I mean, it'll cut right through any clothes you have, except I do love my freezer suits now. It does not cut through them, and I am thankful for that.
I've heard a lot of people say they like to wear like a raincoat.
Yeah.
Over the outfit, over their warmer clothes, and that will actually stop the wind. The rain, that thick rubber jacket or pants or whatever will stop the wind.
Yep, I have a windbreaker right here.
Yep.
And that is what I put on when I go out there. I just don't understand that. I mean, the air being so ice cold, it is like you go out and it hits your face and you're like, oh my gosh, that's so cold. It can be cold temperatures and the air be a little bit warmer, but man, when that air is cold out there and the wind, it's terrible.
Does it make you want to head back down toward Florida?
No. No. Yes, Christine, you need a freezer suit. I'm going to send you the link of the ones that I've ordered because they have it in more colors now. That's so exciting. But I'll send it to you. I got it off of Amazon, and I'm going to tell you something. Girl, I mean, I get cold. When I get cold, I get chilled to the bone. So yeah, you could really, it would behoove you to buy one.
So that's what's so bad down here. Um, I've heard a lot of people say it feels colder to them than up north. I'd have to see it
Yeah.
to believe it because of the high humidity down here. Even when it's cold, there's a lot of humidity in the air, and it makes it feel colder.
Yeah.
That's what I've been told.
Yeah.
And my thing is, I'm sorry, I don't feel like 20 degrees down here is going to be as cold as like negative 20 up north somewhere.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't tell me that.
No, that's true. That's true.
I mean, yeah, it could be similar at the same temperature here, maybe feel a little different, but it's still just that much colder up north.
Yeah.
It's got to get through to you and hurt them bones.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I do think it would help with your arthritis too, Christine, because I know that the cold kind of exacerbates it. So it would probably help you. And I mean, I always wear mine with a hoodie. And then if I need to wear a jacket, I put a jacket over it. So I have the one that's got like the suspenders, not the full, what's that? A Christmas Story, the Michelin man suit. I don't have those. I have the ones with the overalls, and it works out really good. It really does. And then when I come inside, I just take off the jacket and I'm golden.
We have another guest that's lingering in the basement.
Okay. Who do we have? Tell them what they won, Johnny. No, I'm kidding. Uh-oh.
What happened?
You brought him up and then you put him back down.
Hey, Rebecca.
I got something in the mail today.
Hey, Rebecca.
Hi, Ginger. But it's not from Oklahoma. Oh. So, Christine, I have not received your package yet.
Uh-oh.
It looks like you're wearing a Gillum Farm shirt.
I am.
That's good. I like it.
Thank you.
Looks good on you.
Thank you so much.
We all got something today.
Oh, that's good.
All three of us.
I sound like my brother wrong.
Rebecca got two. I got one, and our friend Joe got one.
Oh,
Yeah.
She said, I guessed it correctly, Christine.
Yeah.
Yes, she did get a cool that is a cool t-shirt, isn't it?
It is.
Yep. And White Rock is saying hello to you, Rebecca.
Hi, Kara and Jason. Well, I figured out who it's from. When I send these out, sometimes I don't remember who I send things to. But I finally have a sticker or a magnet. Let's see if it's gonna.
Is that Tony at our cabin in the woods?
No, it's Creekside Maples.
Oh, okay.
Whenever my heart is led to sending a box to them of food that I'm not eating. Thank you, Lynn the Okie. I don't put my hair down very often because as I'm working on things, my hair falls out, like everybody's does. And I don't want it tangled in their hats or their blankets. So that's why I usually keep it up. But I ended up sending them some stuff.
Christine's blaming Johnny.
Now she said, okay, back to my report. So she's working while she's watching.
Oh.
She said, yep, got to pay the bills. Got to keep the lights on. That is awesome.
That's how she can afford those cents of chicken coops.
More than fine, Alexander.
This is the card they sent.
That's very nice.
Cool.
Certainly is.
That is
And,
very nice.
On the side of our I don't know what they call it, the tower for our computer. It's metal, so I just stuck them all on there.
Okay.
Desktop
Desktop.
computer.
Yes.
There's laptop and there's desktop. And we got a desktop, and I spent over $300 for a SSD, and the thing is a lot faster than it was with the other type that came before it, which would be SATA hard drive.
Okay.
For a moment, they weren't think they were going to get it working, but they got my big button working for the power, but the small one doesn't work. And I don't mind that the little one doesn't work. I love it that the big one works because it's so much easier to hit.
There you go.
Yeah.
Faster is always better too.
Yeah. Wow.
This isn't gonna help me anything. It's from a tire company. They don't need tires. But yes, I'm so happy that Nanny Tam got her package, because you never know, when you send them out through the USPS, if they're going to get them.
Yeah.
So you hope and you pray, and I was very happy when she said she got it.
Yeah, you could wind up with a whole bunch of people wearing your hats that work for the post office.
Yeah. Nanny Tam said, I made a big pot of hamburger soup and cornbread for supper. Really hit the spot. That sounds amazingly delicious. And I actually saw somebody else made some hamburger soup and made a video on it like yesterday, and I remember watching it. Oh, it was Joy Stewart.
Oh.
Yeah, she made one, and that was awesome.
I was saying what White Rock said. That would be a very good investment. That a nice desktop for the studio.
Yes. Oh, yes. I can't wait to see that studio built.
I'm excited to see that.
Yeah.
I could say
awesome.
There's something about watching them run the sawmill, though. it's like hypnotizes you a little bit.
Yeah.
Well, it's the surprise as you're watching that, and then they kind of clean that wood off, and they may throw some water on it, and you get to see that beautiful grain that is inside that's inside that tree. It's
yes.
It's wow.
I know, Jason and Tara, if the dang snow would go away, I'm sure I'm sure when spring comes in, we will all be kicking it into fifth gear. Okay. Until then, we got to idle here in neutral and maybe occasionally go into first.
You could possibly make some snowboards.
Yeah.
They may not last long.
Probably, yeah. I mean, I have 2 coops right now, and then I have 1 chicken that's in another that's been put off to the side by themselves because he has a hurt foot. So I have basically 3 chicken coops that I'm manning, which one only has 1 chicken in it. But I had to do it in rotation today because you can't stay out there for too long. I mean, it's that cold. You can cover every single part of your body, gloves and everything, and you're still going to end up getting cold even through the gloves if you stay out there for an extended amount of time. So I did it in rotations.
I mean, like I said, just being cold without the wind is not such an issue.
Mm-hmm.
But with that wind, it's going to find a way to get through those clothes. In some crack somewhere, some little gap in the material, it's going to get in there.
Yeah. Good night, Rainy Ridge. Have a good evening. Hope you're making something delicious. We want to hear all about it. What are you making for supper? Tell us before you go. Just grow a beard.
Sounds pretty good.
Well, you know, after I had the twins, I have no idea why. There's like one hair that would grow from my chin for the longest time. And then it just stopped. I don't know why, but I would have to pluck it. Joey would come up and he'd go, honey, your beard's getting long. And I'm like, what are you talking about? That one hair. And I'm like, oh my God, how embarrassing.
I'm going to turn my camera off for a little bit. Denver is whining because he wants to eat his dinner. You see them? I said dinner. They know exactly what I'm about to do. What do you think of that?
Oh, chicken noodle soup. Oh my gosh, I should make some of that tomorrow. That sounds really good. And I have some carrots too.
Sounds pretty dang good.
I love homemade chicken noodle soup. It's so good. And it's good for the soul. Let's see. I see Mr. Gillen Farms is in here. Johnny's in here. I did not. We were -1 last night. Got up to about freezing today. Supposed to be 20s tonight and mid-40s tomorrow. And then tomorrow night, the bottom falls out again. Yes. That's kind of how we are. It's cold tonight. Not as bad as it was last night. Then it's a little bit warmer tomorrow night. And then Friday and Saturday night, it's going to be really cold again. I don't think any of them are going to be as bad as last night was. They're not predicting that. At least they're not predicting that right now. Because last night, like I said, it was like 9, 7, something like that.
Not really minutes after it hit -5, I stopped looking.
Yeah, I don't blame you. At that point, it's like, it's redundant. Seriously.
It's just dang cold. It's over.
Yeah. Everything's just frozen. Okay. You can't get any more frozen. I mean, I guess you could technically, but it doesn't feel like it. Oh, Christine made venison goulash last night. I made goulash last week too.
And Johnny, lay him down, Johnny. He's got them big burly cattle that could survive down in Antarctica with the penguins.
Yeah. That's because the breed of cattle that he has are I can't remember how he described it. They're movers. I mean, they'll eat whatever. They're not prima donnas. They don't just want grass. They'll eat everything. So that's good. I mean, so they get all their nutrition.
Ours has been parked over though on the hay mound for like a week or two now.
Yeah.
But there was only like a couple old bales left in there. My nephew got the peanut hay this year, and he moved it over to his mom's, and on the other side of the woods over there. And so he said, "You know what? I'm gonna fence it in the barnyard and let y'all have it. Just keep not worried so much about the fence. Just put some new fence up."
Yeah.
And they actually knocked the bales over and made a nice little mound.
Oh.
And they were all out there standing on top of the mound of hay, just eating away. Had a good time.
They're like, we'll take it however we can get. Bye, Jason. Bye, Tara. And we got it. Yeah, keep that rabbit's water like the chicken's water. I had to go bang those out this morning too because they were solid.
Make sure when you go outside, make sure you have your warm hats on, please.
Yeah,
definitely.
Would you like to know what the absolute coldest temperature is?
Yeah.
-400 degrees Kelvin, where everything stopped processing. Every molecular structure just stops. It don't move at all.
Okay.
I just don't. That's cold.
That's very cold.
Yeah, I'm like suburban hillbilly. I'm not meant for this. I'm not built for this cold, but I mean, I'll suffer through it for a while. Thank goodness that these don't last. I mean, do you remember last year, Derek, when it was really, really cold, like right around Christmas? It didn't last that long. It lasted about 2 weeks with the negative stuff. And then we were through it. I mean, we still had freezing nights. Oh, excuse me. We still had nights that were freezing, but nothing like the negatives.
I don't know that we've ever hit negatives here.
Oh, we did last year, Christmas Day.
I think coldest it's been in a while was Christmas Day. It was like 18 degrees that morning.
This past Christmas?
Yeah, not this Christmas, but the one
last. Yes. Yeah,
23?
And that's the one
not,
we
not,
were
not,
negative.
well, not just last month, last year.
Mm-hmm.
It was 18. I think the high was 35 with about a 15 miles an hour wind. Oh God.
Yeah, it was terrible. Hey, Tamara, Heartland HQ with Dink and Tank is here.
Which I mean, I know that seems like minuscule, but everybody's like, that ain't nothing, you know.
Yeah.
But here, when you never see that temperature, it's pretty rough.
Yeah, it is. I mean, we can get to some pretty hot temps and we're okay with it, where other people are like, "No, my God, it's terrible." Yeah. So it goes both ways.
Yeah, when it gets like it's like 99 degrees, feels like 112 or something like that.
Yes, those days. Oh my gosh, who's making burritos?
I don't know if you can see that.
Hey, Dink and Tank. I missed you guys. Hey, Dink and Tank.
My brother got this computer from a friend of ours, and it's a touch screen.
Oh, sweet.
And he can go to weather, but I don't really like looking at it because the temperatures are down and it's cold.
Makes you feel cold looking at
it. Yes, it does. So it's like I don't want to look at it. But I think we got up to 39 today.
Oh wow!
Nice.
You're welcome, Tamara. I am so glad that you're able to win it. You know.
Oh, there's Sean. Let's trade paint.
Let's trade paint.
Let's trade paint.
Says, "Hey, all you beautiful people."
I'm sorry if we missed anybody in here. We got a good chat going on.
Yes, I'm making another blanket, Miss Christine. Yes.
It's not very often that we get to have Ginger and we get to have Rebecca and Ronald on here. You know.
Yeah.
It's like if Derek wants to think he's older than me, that's fine.
I'm older than dirt. I just had a lot of work done.
Don't have the building infrastructure for those temps.
There's my big dog.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Ginger got to meet Denver or Blue when I was at the Mid-America meetup. You weren't there, were you?
No, we didn't go to that last year. We watched from afar, unfortunately. We had to watch from afar.
I'm trying to talk him into digging that camper out of the house and getting him on the road again.
And getting it what? On the road again?
Yeah.
You can't do that. Not this one. The axles are gone. The tires are gone.
Joey can do it.
Oh, I'm sure he could. But does he want to? Probably not. And then what are you going to put in the middle while we're gone?
You just fill it in.
Did you see that head? Denver, come on here. Yeah, a good boy. And there's Blue. Oh, sweet boy. You're welcome, Denver.
Oh wow, Nanny Tam, that's awesome. Were you just seeing that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was seeing that. That's everybody's filled with anticipation.
Yes.
Yeah. They know it's gonna be good.
Yes, it is. And start with a short. That's what I told Derek. And that's when I kept pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing. And he did. Oh.
So I finally got forsnickered that night when I decided to make a sword.
Yeah, he got a little bit of liquid courage, and that helped him get that first video up there. But then from then on, he was fine.
Yes.
Just like all of us, it just takes a little bit of a nudge, and then once you get going, you'll be making all kinds of content in no time. Oh goodness. So what do you got coming up next, Derek?
I'm not exactly sure. Right now, schedule's kind of clear.
I love that. My schedule, my dance card is empty.
Well, normally there's like collaboration after collaboration, but somebody invited me to one the other day, and I think I might decline because I'm not all about baking.
Oh, okay.
I meant to hone my skills a little bit before I try to jump into something.
The stovetop and the grill are about your the most of your wheelhouse.
Yeah. I mean, I might could throw a ham in there, turkey, whatever, something like that, and cook it. But as far as baked goods, it's not my wheelhouse. I tried a peach crumble here a while back. It wound up being all peach and very little crumble. Oh. It's soggy crumble. So yeah, I'm working on that. If I ever get it fine tuned, I'd like to get in some of that. I ain't there yet.
Well, I see Johnny said, I hope tomorrow, Tamra. And what are you saying that about? Hopefully the cow will have a calf tomorrow? Oh, I see it. She said in the next day or two, Johnny, ... new calf.
Yeah. And see, Johnny keeps popping these lives off like early before I ever get home from work. And then I got other stuff going on, and I never get to watch them.
And I keep thinking, this is going to be the one. We get to see a cow born on a Gillum Farms live. That would be just amazing. That would be like groundbreaking for them. Yeah. I think.
Yeah, I think YouTube would come down on that like a ton of bricks.
No.
Yes, they do.
You know they are. I mean, they're picky.
Yes, they do.
It's not like you're out there, with a pew pew. You're out there just watching nature.
You do better with that. I mean, no, it's seriously, it's not a bad thing. But I just feel like they would like, there's something wrong with this. You shouldn't be doing this.
Yeah. Oh,
yes,
White Rock's back. Chickens are up.
I mean, when I go on there and do a dadgum, sing a song with Vince Gill on YouTube, and you think you got to come, and YouTube thinks they got to come in there and put down all their information, who wrote the song and everything, and tell me I could have gotten a strike against me for that. Really?
Yeah.
I was drinking and singing, man. Really?
Yeah. I was drinking and singing. Leave me alone. I was drinking.
I wanted to thank Johnny and Christine for my beautiful T-shirt.
See, Johnny said it too.
Yes, he did. Thank you so much.
See, Johnny can't even move a dang hair ring without YouTube getting on you.
Yeah, exactly.
You can't even have your wife on a tractor.
Yes, well, that was the same video. That's what she was doing. She was in the original, not in the short. In the short, she was just doing like a 3-point turn. I think she hadn't hooked into the hay ring yet, but that's what he was getting her to do. And don't get me started. Don't get me started, because I'm going to tell you something, Johnny. After you did your live yesterday, and I was lurking the whole time while I was doing stuff because I knew it was going to freeze last night. Lurker. I'm going to tell YouTube you called me a name.
Hey, Lucky Hunter, you slipped by me.
What I was going to do is I was going to get on my phone and do a short and go, hey, AI, how old am I? And then I was going to end it. That was me, that little part of me taken up from my sister and brother, and then I never did it yesterday. So not that I lost the nerve, I would do it. I don't care.
That's the thing. When you go back to them and say, look, this is what the situation, that she's a grown woman, whatever, and they still dispute you on it. I mean, really? That's
twice. 2 times.
Makes no sense.
2 times.
Oh, twice?
Twice, yes. And he's yet to talk to a human.
Oh, God.
Yeah, he's not to talk to a human yet. Hey, well, he's not actually spoken with anyone like, 4 times. Sorry. He said 4 times. So, yeah, it's all been via email or via, it's all AI. So.
Oh, man.
That would have been awesome. I still may do it, Nanny Tam. Just because.
It makes me wonder. It makes me wonder what would happen if I wore my long hat and did that. Would they consider that a child?
Yeah.
Be careful. They may think Ronald's beard is too sexy and take him off.
Yeah.
It may happen.
Oh, goodness. Yeah, but they'll let all these other people up there gaslighting people about different things for 30 seconds, and those will fly. Nobody says anything to them, and they get to stay up there, which is ridiculous. But I'll have to find some big sunglasses and a cap and put it on, and then maybe I'll go sit on our tractor. How about that? How about that?
Oh my God! I saw a young guy truck driver today. He came to the window to sign in, and he had some big plastic frame mirrored sunglasses on.
Oh gosh!
They looked almost pinkish purple with the reflection on the front of them.
Oh,
and they were this daggum big,
like Audrey Hepburn big.
I mean, they were like that massive, looked like supersized Terminator glasses.
That's a great idea, Nanny Tam. Thank you.
And when he walked away from the window, I asked one of the girls, and also I said, "Did you expect him to say, I'll be back?"
Yeah.
It was like too funny. I was like, dude, it's like, where did you get these glasses? It looks like some skiing goggles or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, that's funny. That is funny.
Did you see what Nanny Tam said, Ginger?
Yes, I did. That's what I said. It's a fantastic idea. I'm going to do that. And I can make some really long braids, and I'll even put some bows in it. How about that? I'll put some bows in it. Yep. Oh, wow. And then add some Bubba teeth is what Suburban Nail Place adds, some Bubba teeth. Goodness.
Lots of love.
You have me thinking. I may have to find a little Britney Spears schoolgirl outfit and buy it and send it to you for that video.
Oh Lord, I don't know about that. It's a little too cold for that.
You got the pigtails and everything.
Hi, Dale.
Hey, Dale.
Hey, Dale.
Piggy's Piddles.
Gillum Farm said,
no Bubba teeth.
No Bubba teeth, though.
Do that with the schoolgirl outfit, pigtails and Bubba teeth. That's perfect.
Yeah. No, I'm not doing a Britney Spears outfit. Sorry. Just don't stick a pacifier in your mouth. Well, you know.
They might make you,
I'm sorry.
They might make you on the meth heads. Sorry, I should have said that. They'll be coming after me now.
Oh, geez. No, I just think it's absolutely ridiculous.
Eyeshadow and overalls.
Did it swing as it walked away? Uh-oh. Oh, the blue glasses? No. I didn't see it swinging. I just thought through the little window in the office. I think he asked it swing as it walked away. Yeah, I mean,
I challenge everyone.
Like the average dude,
not a minor video. Hey, I mean, I'm telling you, Christine, I was already in the tank for it. Now I have to do it tomorrow when it gets a little bit lighter out. Yeah.
You may have started the little girl challenge. You may have just started that.
I like it. The little girl challenge.
David Tamara, new challenge. They just said it on there.
The little girl challenge. I like it. Challenge is up, Melinda said.
They did it one more again. They called you Gomer Franks.
Hey, Delbert.
The bad thing is I don't know how to braid my hair.
Oh. I can see Rebecca doing that too.
Now, Rebecca, you could see if Ronald could learn real quick. I'm sure there's a lot of YouTube videos out there.
Yeah.
There you went.
Tee hee hee, Tamara said. She said, "Oh, I'm stirring the pot. Watch me work. Hey."
I might be stirring something else up, but where did we end at on the raffle for Ginger to ride, Danny?
That's a negative Ghost Rider. That pattern is full.
That ain't gonna happen.
Yeah, that's not happening. Number one, I'm sure that is just not. I saw Danny, how excited he was in the video the other day when Johnny went to feed him. He was like a puppy, but like, a 3,000-pound puppy. And if he was that happy, just think what he would do when he was mad. Yeah, no raffle.
I still got to go back and rewatch Dale's live from last week too. I barely made it through yours. Started watching Dale's, and then I had to go to sleep that night. So I still got to catch back up and get that one. But I was like giggling the whole way through. Joey had it going. You and him were back and forth. It was awesome.
That's every day. That's well.
Do you want to see a picture of me?
Yeah.
I have no idea how old I was. I'm going to cover up everybody else.
Oh,
that's me.
Okay.
Very nice.
This is not all of my family, but there's two that are missing in here. Let me see if I can get this right. There we go.
Yes, Sean. He was a happy boy. He was happy to see Johnny with that bag of pellets. That is cute. That's a big family, Rebecca.
I have two older brother and sister that weren't in this picture.
Oh, wow.
Can you see my red mustache?
Get the chop it.
I'll get it closer. There you go.
Oh, wow.
Red when my beard came out originally, it was red, and that's my mother and father.
Oh, wow. That's awesome.
They took a picture. I had a picture of mom and dad together that a professional did. Then he took a picture of me and he made me bigger than my dad. And I said, no, that one will not work because you don't even see my mother because I'm so big. So he made me the same size as my dad. And back then I wore glasses. And because I went for a cataract surgery, I don't have to wear glasses anymore.
Oh, that's
or
good.
do eye drops for glaucoma. My pressure's normal.
Oh, good.
Oh, that's nice.
They did some extra things while they had me under to drain the pressure off.
There you go.
Let's see if I can find something here.
I thought about doing that LASIK one time, but I figured I'd be blind for a little bit, with the patches on my eyes and stuff, and I wouldn't trust Gina to tell me where I was going.
Yes, keep walking straight, Derek. Yes, the cliff, you're almost there. Just keep walking.
I'd hit digging, and then I'd go on ground.
Oh, that's
I definitely had more hair when I was younger. I guess as you get older, you lose it.
I did too.
Yeah.
Y'all keep rolling. I'll be right back.
All righty. Oh, goodness.
How many quarts of milk Ginger can get from Danny?
Do what?
He says A raffle is to see how many quarts of milk Ginger can get from Danny.
Yeah, right, Dale.
Oh, Dale.
Always here to start.
You don't get milk from a bowl.
Not happening. And he knows that. He's trying to be ornery.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, Piggy said, I won't do that eye stuff till they have it down to a plug and play type level. Okay, I get it. I was a touch-up artist, took out crow's feet, acne, wrinkles, crinkles, etc. in old school with a brush and dyes. Wow, Tamara, look at you go.
Wow.
Nanny Tam said, gross, Dale. Thank you, Nanny Tam. Christine said, Christine said, I'm out.
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
that was not nice.
No, that wasn't. Dale's being ornery tonight. Nana, I know you're out there. Dale's being ornery.
Oh my goodness.
I think that's Tamara. Usually, Nanny Tam. David is
what, suburban hillbilly? No.
Do what?
She says, I'm all in to see Ginger try that.
No, thank you. I'll take a 0. I will take a 0 for that. Oh, I thought you were. Oh, hang on, Rebecca.
I don't even try to ever get near a bowl. No way. There's.
Wait a minute.
My birthday buddy.
Here he is. I'm all refreshed and 2 ounces lighter. Okay. We talked about it the other day. I'm so glad y'all got your computer back and everything's up running well.
No. Sorry, I just had somebody.
So I'm trying to think. Tamara and David. So I know that they said hi to me earlier. So who is now using the channel? Is it Tamara or is it David?
Who it is?
On
Portland HQ with Dink and Tank is Tamara. David is a country boy and his paint buffer.
Oh, okay. So that was Tamara then. Okay.
Yeah.
I saw Dale said something about. Oh, yeah, I see her now. Hey, Nana, you snuck in there on us.
After she swung on Dale for being yucky.
Oh, what'd he do?
Never mind. I'm not repeating it. I'm not repeating it. It does not bear worth repeating, and he knows it.
And while we're talking about Dale, I think you should plug.
Okay.
9 Acres of Nothing podcast.
Oh yes. We did release one this week.
Yes.
And we've been doing that every 2 weeks. We've been releasing a new podcast called 9 Acres of Nothing podcast. This past week, we had a special guest because we moved on to a different livestock. We were on the swine. We were talking about the piggies. And now we have moved to cattle. So we had a new guest, and that was Johnny Gillum with Gillum Farms, and he did a wonderful job. I mean, I don't even have cows, and I learn something every time I'm watching one of his videos, and I think it's just he is subconsciously I'm watching to prep myself and learning from him for what's to come because Joey wants cows eventually. So Nana said she got him and he will behave from now on. You go, Nana. And here comes Dale like Dark Lord Minute. Here comes Dale limping in the chat. Oh, sorry. Nana just got me with her shoe.
You tell this how.
Got me with my shoe.
That's what you mentioned about my next video. I actually thought about it today and have a chance to do it. I was actually going to go up and do some footage of the catch pen we have up here.
Oh, okay.
Because Johnny was talking about building one. I don't know if he built it. Or he was just talking about building it leading up to that, I thought it might give him a few ideas, maybe, for what
Yeah.
we are. Or he
Oh,
may
yeah.
look at it and say, that's just complete amateur. I ain't worried about that. But I mean, I thought maybe he can get a kind of look at it.
Yeah. And do you know the history? Like, did you help build it? And then you can tell him like the history of it. And you can make that a nice long video, Derek. Look, see,
I actually helped build part of it, and then my nephew went back. He was supposed to let me know when he's going to do it. He actually put a new post in it. He actually got some.
See you later. See you later, Piggy. See you later, Piggy's Fiddles.
Piggy,
Hi,
everybody have a
Piggy.
good night.
Gotta go watch. Gotta go watch a couple of videos.
Oh, okay.
But,
Before Pretty and Pooch go live, yeah. So, yeah, you could see you had nothing on your schedule. Your dance card was empty as far as videos go, and now you have an idea for a new video.
I'm thinking about doing that. I mean, that way, he might get some ideas. It may show him what not to do. But I mean, if he hadn't built one yet, I mean, it's helpful. Or hopefully it'll be helpful. Because I mean, there's actually still pieces of that left from when Daddy was alive. He passed away in 2011.
Oh, wow. That's awesome. Well, did you watch the video? I think it was not the one that was released today from Gillum Farms, but the previous one.
I did.
The ring that he had, the hay ring, busted. And so he was going to have to go get a new one. And then he found one that used to be his dad's.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't get to see that one.
And that's so awesome. I'm like, wow, that's so amazing. And it's probably much better built than anything we can buy today.
See, we don't actually even have a hay ring anymore.
You what?
It was already starting to get old. We don't even have a hay ring anymore. The old one was starting to get rusty. Been sitting out in the water for so many years. And the old bull decided he wanted to play with it.
Yeah.
So he started flipping it around and rolling it around, and it finally broke up.
Yeah. Okay, what is going on in the chat?
Is there a reason why there's so many different kinds of hay rings? Because you see this one that has this arch that's open, and then you see these ones that they got to stick their head into. Yeah. I'm guessing that one that has the arch and then it has another arch that's separated is for cows that maybe have horns. Maybe. I don't know.
See, that's what I'm not sure about. All we ever had was the it's kind of like the ones Johnny had. It's just the ring with the gap where they put their heads in or lean over. Mm-hmm. One or the other. That's the only one we ever had.
What is wish the hashtag farm girl life?
Yeah.
I'm not understanding. Am I missing? I must have missed something.
Dang it.
Is that for
the? I'm not talking.
Oh, Nanny Tam said, "Me too, Ginger. She learned so much. Me too. I mean, whenever we get cows, I will remember this stuff because I try to let all that sink in there."
I still remember, I was watching that, and it's so relatable, Johnny's story about, like starting out in the cattle business and this, that, and the other. I remember, when I was a little kid, Daddy already had his cows, but I watched my brother. He actually had some old cows. He even found an old Holstein heifer he bought from somebody.
Oh, nice.
He just had a ragtag herd of cattle over here to get his start. And then when the old farm, my granny and papa's farm, got sold, Daddy had to move them all over here. Mm-hmm. And this big pasture on the hill here used to be a field.
Okay.
So we had to convert it, sow some grass seed, and make a pasture. Okay. Because Daddy had to bring about 22 head of grown cows, probably about a dozen calves, and the bull all over here.
Oh, wow.
To add to what my brother had.
Yeah. Goodness.
So we had a good bit to have to worry about feeding. I mean, you had to feed them a couple of she was going through 3 or 4 bales of hay a week along with the grass, and then we had to plant ryegrass in the fields once the crops got gathered. We had to plant ryegrass in the fields so they'd have something to eat during the winter.
There you go. Yeah.
Keep moving them around,
Yeah,
Kind of
because
like
you want to feed them more in the winter than you do in the summer, just
Oh,
so
yeah.
they can keep that body temperature going.
It takes a lot.
Yeah, it does. It's kind of the same with chickens. I mean, in the summer, you can feed them like once or twice, but I mean, you really want to feed them like Johnny said, for the cows, particularly closer to the evening time. Like I do my chickens in the morning and in the evening, just so that they'll have that extra bit to keep their metabolism going and their digestion, and it keeps their body temperature, because you burn so many calories, your body does, trying to keep it warm when it's so cold outside. I mean, you're constantly
replacing those calories.
Yeah, you're constantly burning those calories when you're trying to stay shivering. Literally shivering burns calories, if you can believe that.
Wow.
Oh, thanks, Nanny Tam.
Thanks, Nanny Tam, and Dave.
I hope there's something left that you can put in the fridge for leftovers tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean,
I cooked a pork roast today and potatoes and carrots.
That sounds delicious.
So good.
That is sounds delicious.
That's
Hey,
right. Arlene Vasseur.
Yes, I think it's actually Vassar, but she lets Johnny, not Johnny, Jesse still say Vassar. Jesse is allowed to still say it fancy schmancy, but I actually think it's Vassar. There is the happy hunter.
Yep. So I had you on here earlier. Glad you made it in.
Yes.
Oh.
But
yeah, I mean, it's so informative. And like I said, Johnny told so many stories and stuff. I was like, feels like my dang life, as far as dealing with cattle and stuff like that, what we've all went through. But,
yeah.
So I mean, it's honest stories, and a lot of people that's thinking about getting in the cattle business, thinking about becoming a homesteader, having a farm. They need to hear this stuff.
Yes, I believe so too. And he has a lot of knowledge to share and offer that I think would be beneficial for anybody.
I'm really interested because there was a lot of stuff that Daddy did with the cows I didn't have anything to do with. So there's stuff I don't know. A good bit on them.
Yeah.
So I'm interested in watching more of it. I mean, he's got me hooked.
Well, good, because he's going to be on more.
You and Dale and Johnny, I swear y'all keep getting me hooked on stuff. You're like dealers.
I always feed our dogs twice a day. And if I still had rabbits, I would be feeding them twice a day.
Well, see, I always like feeding my dogs twice a day when I had dogs years ago, but Daddy always fed his once a day. Because he wanted them lean to go hunting.
Yeah. Oh, there you go.
He used to run fox, bobcat, coyote, whatever he got a hold of.
Yeah. There is Lori at Prepping for Heaven. Okay, well, I'm going to be right back. How much longer are you going to be on?
Probably no more than 8. I think Pooch comes on at 8.
Yeah.
I still don't know when Angela's coming back. I thought she was going to start coming back on Wednesdays.
Okay. All right. Well, give me just a minute. I'll be right back. Okay.
Okay. I'll take too long.
Coffee's calling, so I'll be back.
Hi, Prepping for Heaven. Yeah, it's. I think a lot of people. I think I've told people before that I used to raise rabbits. I showed rabbits and things like that. So it was kind of like before I'd go to work, I would go out there and give them some hay to eat while we were gone, and then they got their pellets at night.
Now, were you raising them like for food or just raising them?
Both. Oh. Because I would cull. It's a better word of just getting rid of the ones that weren't show quality, and showing the ones that were. So yes, I did like eating Haas and Pfeffer.
Well, I actually tried and failed miserably. I tried to put one on a smoker. I thought I did just like the video said that I'd watched. I cooked it for about a little over an hour. The closest thing I could liken it to is one of the tires on my truck.
Yes, rabbit.
It looked pretty and brown, but you couldn't pinch a piece off of it to save your life. It was like rubber.
Too long. You have to slow cook.
Yeah.
Rabbit. You really do.
Well, I didn't think I had it turned up that high, but I guess the temperature was higher than I thought it was. And it just dried it out. Which, I mean, I should have wrapped it with bacon, put a lot of butter on it, something. Because the rabbits are so lean, they'll lose that moisture like that. Yeah.
That is so true. But the breeds of rabbits that I raised for show were satin. I had mini lops. I had California, New Zealand. Yeah, that's what I was doing. Was those, and then I got into mini Rexes. Oh my gosh, their fur is very dense and so soft.
Now, see, that's where I'm completely ignorant to all that. All we have is brown furry and good to eat down here. we never like raised show rabbits or had different breeds or anything like that. You got somebody else just popped up in the daggum basement.
Oh, okay.
Hey, how's it going? How is it going? Rabbits too. I heard somebody say Haas and Pfeffer.
She brought it up.
It's good to be
Thanks
here.
for making that board for me.
That wasn't him.
I thought it was Gillen Farms.
Nope.
It had to be Jesse.
That would be Jesse, Ronald.
Yeah. Yeah, he's one of the other white beards.
How's that cold been treating you, Johnny?
Oh man. This morning it was -1. Yesterday it was -5. The day before it was -4. And then it was -2 the day before that. It only got up to 2 degrees on that day.
Good God.
And most days it only gets into the teens. Yesterday it was 13. Today it got into the upper, right at the top of the 20s. We almost got to 30 where I was. Hey, Dale. And
I guess y'all were getting the cold that we're going to be getting back again on Friday and Saturday.
that's what's happening here. We're going to be 40 something tomorrow, it said.
Yeah.
Cross them fingers that calf is born tomorrow. And then tomorrow night it's supposed to get single digits again, and then we're right back into the cold, then to the freezer for Friday, Saturday, etc. So Xander throwing snow at me. Yeah. Yes. So
that's always the bad part when they start trying to calve in the winter.
Carlene, it's a Vassar, but yeah, Jesse likes to call it Vassar. Yeah. So, but anyway, so yeah, we're hoping for a calf tomorrow. I mean, that's tonight or tomorrow. Tonight would be fine because it's going to be in the 20s tonight, which is nothing compared to what we've had. I mean, 20s is no problem at all. The cow lick that calf right off and we'll be good to go. And then and tomorrow will be fine. But after that we get into single digits again. So yeah.
Maybe she'll go ahead and pop tomorrow.
Excuse me?
I said maybe she'll go ahead and pop tomorrow and go ahead and get it out of the way.
Well, I'm hoping that something happens because she is huge bagged. And I was thinking, that was a cow that I wasn't sure. She should have had her calf a long time ago. She's been with the bull. She had her last calf was July of 2022 was her last calf.
Oh, wow.
And she's been with the bull since September, or was with the bull since September that same year. So she should have had another calf by, well before now, but she never did. And I was actually thinking about loading her up and taking her to the sale. And then here we go.
Is that the one you were talking about in one of your videos, like 3 months ago, 4 months ago, maybe, that you made us take her to the sale barn?
Right.
Yeah, I remember that.
That's
She
her.
She one of the older ones.
Yeah, she's see, that's the thing. We bought them right out of a pasture, and we did not check their mouths or anything like that, so we don't know. Now we knew one was a broken mouth cow because she had so little teeth that her jaws were just, you can tell.
Yeah.
With this cow, she looks like a young cow. When I say young, I would guess 4 to 5 years old cow. She's not that old. And so we were thinking she wouldn't have any problem. But yeah, she is huge. Prepping for heaven. I was thinking it might be twins, and she said she's huge. All our cows look like that, though. The 22 cow, when she had her calf, you'd have thought she was going to have triplets, and she had a 65-pound calf.
Ooh.
So it was just a nice calf. That's a good calf right there. One that's in that 60 to 70-pound range is a really good calf. You get over that, and it starts getting sketchy.
Daddy actually many years ago, back in the late 80s, early 90s. I think he was actually got on the news. My sister called him. He had a heifer a cow had 2 sets of twins, and then had triplets.
Now, if we have one that has twins, she's probably going to sell one.
See, that's why I got fixed. Once you have twins, you're more likely to have multiples again, and that could be twins or triplets. And I'm like, nah, I know I am not going through this again. Twins are hard.
The bad thing is, if they survive, you're out there running around with the powdered milk in the bottle out there trying to nurse them because she ain't got enough milk to feed them.
Mm-hmm.
So Suburban Hillbilly said, I've seen calves pulled with a come along. We have pulled calves with a come along before.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Joey has helped out. He lost
Carlene says Steve's birthday's today. Happy birthday, Steve.
Hey, happy birthday, Steve.
Happy birthday.
10 kids.
So, yeah, if we have a cow that throws twins, she'll probably have to go to the sale because that's tough. That's tough on those cows, especially our cows. Now, this cow right here, if she had twins, she could probably feed them both. She has a bag like a Jersey milk cow. She is the biggest bagged cow we have.
And what was the other adjective you used to describe her today in your video? She was bagging and swinging, not swinging.
Springing.
Springing.
Yeah, springing. I think Derek probably knows that. No. It's her lady parts are.
Oh, they're adjusting.
Yes.
They're moving for birth. Yes.
In the cattle world, we call that springing. So they're springing.
Okay.
So
in the lady world, we call that premature labor.
Springing is what she's doing. She's doing all that stuff. She's doing all that Suburban Hillbilly. So
at that point, that's when her hips are shifting for birth. So if she's doing that. So tomorrow would be the ideal day to thread the needle.
Either tonight would be fine. It's only going to be in the 20s tonight, and I know that sounds cold to some folks, but it's nothing like what it's been. Today was in the 20s, and it was like it felt awesome out there. I mean,
Yes.
I felt like almost wearing a t-shirt.
No, don't go that far. That's a little overzealous.
I
there,
mean,
John.
I drove with my window down on my truck. I mean, it was that.
Wow. Okay.
Because I'm telling you, whenever it's been 0, 0, below 0 every day, 20 feels good. And I know what those Alaska folks are talking about whenever they say, well, it got up to -20 today. It felt great. I understand that.
Yeah.
Well, if you got a good herd of cattle that's used to that temperature anyway, and they're healthy, you're going to be fine.
Yeah, and we got enough hay on the ground to where she can have that, and that's the reason why this evening on my live I fed the range cubes in the hay. I fed them actually on the ground in that hay that I have all rolled out, and that's so they'll stay up there, and just in case she gets the urge, she's right on that hay.
Yeah,
and she'll have that calf right on hay. The worst case scenario is she has the calf on in the snow, and the umbilical freezes to the ground.
Oh, yikes.
So the umbilical cord, since it's so raw, can freeze right to the ground, and then the calf will not be able to stand up.
Oh, yikes.
And so it can't get up to nurse, and then they start losing their I guess their feeling, they go they lose all their circulation.
They can't get circulation going by moving around.
And whenever it gets really cold, a lot of times it doesn't matter if one's born, they'll lose part of their ear because it's just like a rooster or a chicken's comb. And calves, since it's so thin and it's not, fully, I guess furred out or whatever.
Yeah.
Would be if the calf had been out and about before, then they'll lose part of their ear.
Oh, wow.
So
yikes.
Yeah, I've seen calves frozen to the ground sometimes in a gully. It's so sad. Yeah, it is.
Yikes.
When they're froze to the ground like that.
Hey, Amy. Amy with Leonard Mountains.
Hey, Amy. Good to see you. How'd your live go over on Facebook? She went Facebook Live, I think.
Oh, really?
Live, I think.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, we actually had one time the dang gray fox got a hold of the calf right after it was born.
Oh,
really?
No. Ate most of its tail off.
Oh, gosh.
When the poor thing didn't have no good balance, they'd just be walking and falling and all that stuff. And I think something that they finally got to it later. We couldn't get it anywhere.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Coyotes, some people, I've got a friend of mine who raises cattle. He raises what do they call those? South Bend. South Poles. He raises South Poles. And he's got pictures of coyotes just walking right past in amongst his newborn calves. I mean, the cows right there, the afterbirths right there, the coyotes coming up, getting the afterbirth before the cow can get to it. And he is not worried at all about the coyotes. And, he says because his cows will take care of the cow, they'll keep the cows from getting the calf and stuff like that. But all it takes is one moment whenever the cow is not attentive, and she's not attentive the whole time. I mean, they leave, go get a drink, do all kinds of things.
Yeah.
And if a coyote comes by and there's a calf there, it's going to get the calf. I mean, it's just going to happen. If it finds it, it's going to get it.
Yeah.
So I don't like having coyotes around the calves.
No, I don't blame you. That would put me uneasy as well.
Yeah, the other thing that's bad around calves, we don't have much of a problem with them right now. It's too cold. Is the black vulture, and that's the. It's not the red. It's not the turkey vulture that we've always had. The red-headed vulture that's been around forever.
Yeah,
it's that black one. It's new. It has come up from South America through Mexico and it's moved its way into the U.S. now. They hunt by sight and not by smell like a turkey vulture does.
Yeah.
And they will actually kill calves. They will land near a calf, peck its eyes out, and they will blind it. And it, you know, the calf can't see, and it will kill it, you know.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, the cat, yes, they will pick their eyes out while the cow's in labor. See, she's laboring. They'll be right behind her. And while the calf's hanging out, they'll pick its eyes out.
Oh, yikes.
So it's such a bad thing that we have here in Oklahoma, they have started a thing where we can get depredation permits for those. And I have those. So, because normally you can't shoot anything like that. Did I say shoot? Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. You can't
knock it out of the sky.
Yeah, knock it out. But we can. We can't. We here in Oklahoma, it's such a problem here in Oklahoma that I have a depredation permit for. I can do 5. If I get all 5, they'll give me another one. I get 5 more.
Oh, that's good.
So they said black vultures are bad. Okay. Yep, they are.
Now, is that just because you have cows? Are they mainly go after cows, or they go after any livestock?
They will mainly it's cattle.
Okay.
Now I have not heard. I don't know if they'll go after your chickens or anything like that. I'm not sure about that.
I'm thinking pigs.
Pigs, I don't know how they would. I mean, I'm sure they're opportunistic.
Yeah,
so if they have an opportunity, I'm sure that they will take any opportunity that they can get.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a whole new critter to me.
But they will. But definitely, calf depredation is huge with those things.
Mm-hmm.
So suburban hillbillies saying deer too. I don't know. They're not worried about them on deer over here. They are. The Oklahoma Cattlemen Association is worried about them on calves because it is a thing. It's not a myth. It's not a wives' tale. It happens.
Now, are they year round, or are they just like they like black bears?
I saw some the other day. I hadn't seen any in a while, but I saw some the other day on a deer carcass, a roadkill deer.
Okay.
And but normally they're summertime pretty well.
Okay.
But eagles will do it, but they are protected. Hey, I want to talk about an eagle real quick. And I haven't even got to tell Christine this story yet. The other day I was out there in the field with the cattle, and it was in the snow and everything, and I was coming out, and there was a bald eagle had caught a rat or something, and it was sitting in a tree, and I didn't see it before it flew out of the tree, and it flew away, but I could tell it was a big bald eagle. And I thought, well, that was so cool.
Yeah, that you got to see that.
I got to see it. Yeah, because bald eagles aren't real common right around where we're at.
Yeah.
So
what was it earlier you said? I heard you saying that you thought in the video that today, I know that covers like the last 3 days, that you thought she was trying to find a place for her to
on the very first day. On the very first day, she had separated herself from the herd by about 60 yards.
And why did she do that?
She was over there by herself because she was a lot of times they'll look for a spot to go off and have their calf because they don't want the other cows to step on their they don't want other cows to step on their calf or anything like that. Usually what happens is their cows end up over there by them anyway. So
well, they're wanting to lend some moral support.
They're curious. Cattle are curious. They'll go over there and mess around and stuff like that. But usually if the cow is hanging with the herd, right in the center of the herd the whole time, if she's right there, they're not getting ready to calve. It's whenever leave the herd, come outside the herd, they kind of start, you can tell they're looking for something. They're looking for a dry spot, or they're looking for a spot that's not quite as windy or something like that.
Yes.
And so, but they, that's what we were talking about. And Dale was, he was talking about that the other day too. When they were there, we were talking, and he said, "Yeah, I was off looking for a spot to have that calf."
Yeah.
But I'm hoping that she has it in that hay. I really do, because I just want it off the cold ground.
Wet ground, yes, and not to freeze there. Yeah.
I don't want it frozen to the ground.
It's hard to have a nice barn.
Excuse me?
It's hard not having a nice barn so they can birth them in there,
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what we lost. We had a big nice barn over at my grandma and grandpa's house before that property got sold. And so you could run her in there and let her have the calf in there, keep her pinned up, some nice hay and stuff. It's good. But over here, Daddy never built a barn. We had to move them all over here, so we just don't have one.
Yeah.
Luckily, it's not such harsh temperatures like y'all got.
Yeah.
Well, see, up in Montana and stuff like that, up there, it's birthing barns are a thing, and they go to great expense building them up there, because usually whenever they're spring calving, they're calving in 4 or 5 feet of snow. Yeah. Down here in Oklahoma, birthing barns just aren't a thing. If we had a birthing barn, we'd be the only ones that have a birthing barn. I mean, it's just not a thing.
They probably have more months where they need it than you would. And so it doesn't make sense for you.
I mean, their calf could be born in May and they could have a 4 foot snow. You know?
Yeah.
Whereas if we can get past this window, if we can get past the January, February window, we don't have any problem. A lot of people take their calves or their bull away from their cows until a certain time, put it with the cattle so that they have the calves at the specific time.
Yeah.
We don't do that because we don't have the infrastructure in order to do that. We'd have to have a pipe corral. We'd have to feed the bull hay the entire time, while the whole time it's alive, plus feed, and then only turn it out at certain times. Because you can't really, it's hard. I'm not going to say you can't, but it's very hard to keep a bull away from cattle with a barbed wire fence. You usually have to have a pipe corral in order to do it. And, we're sitting here talking about stuff that's all on the podcast, and probably stuff we're going to talk about on the podcast.
I'll listen to it again.
Stuff, so.
I know the one channel that I do watch this out in Wyoming. They do have a cross from where the regular cattle is. They have where they keep the 2 bulls that they have over there with the cow, with the steers that are being raised up to go to market.
Yeah.
So they're separated from the cows.
Yeah.
And I can see where the expense would be huge.
Yeah, and I wanted to take a picture of it today. I was driving back, and there was a whole mess of cows standing out in the field. They had a what we call a huge loafing shed. Do you know what a loafing shed is? Y'all call them that over there in Georgia way. A loafing shed is a 3-sided structure with a roof, slanted roof off the back. A lot of people will park their tractors and things like that underneath it just to keep the north wind off of them and stuff. So they start. Well, this thing was open to the cattle, and the cattle there was no cattle in that loafing shed. Every one of them was out in the snow. And I was like, they had the option, but they're like, cattle, whatever they get used to. If they get used to it being really cold, like I said, below 0 is nothing for cattle. It really isn't. The only time it's a problem is whenever they're having a calf. Calf's on the ground. Calf gets froze to the ground.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the issue. But yeah, no, what we call those pole barns here.
Well, the pole barn, what we got was what we got right outside that the GTOs and all that stuff is. That's what we call a pole barn. So
well, it's usually just, you know, a top and maybe a backside to it.
Yeah.
Well, ours are completely enclosed.
Oh, is it? Yeah.
Pole barns here are completely enclosed with doors, you know, sliding doors. And all that
yeah,
stuff.
no, those aren't not here.
We call them what you're calling a pole barn. We call a loafing shed.
Okay. All right.
We actually had one of those at the old farm over there. Daddy actually used to park the feed mill for the hogs under there.
Mm-hmm.
Grind the soybean meal and the corn and stuff for them.
Right.
And beside that, he had the slatted pen with the hog, with the pigs raised up off the ground with a feeder, you know, between the pens. They eat from both sides. Put them in there, they stay out in the mud and everything, and they feed them out, you know, and they get nice and clean looking before you take them to sale.
Yeah.
Because they can't wallow around in anything.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah, we'll probably talk about more of this kind of stuff on the podcast, I'm sure.
Oh, I'm sure.
And do you have any idea when we're going to be doing that again?
Well,
I mean, not releasing, but filming.
I'm going to say probably closer to next week, because hopefully then you'll have some other news you can share, maybe.
Yeah, that would probably be good.
Yeah.
We can get past the.
Is that good for you?
Yes, it is. I think I'm actually going to be seeing Dale next week.
Oh.
Yeah, I think we're actually going to be. That's whenever I go back to Kansas.
Oh, okay.
At the end of next week is when I go back to Kansas.
Okay. You going back for some more pheasant hunting?
Well, yeah, we're gonna try to put some more birds on the ground. We'll see how that works out.
I think Derek's a little jealous there.
One dang day, I'm coming that way.
One day.
So Underground says calving season coming up fast. Underground.
Hey, Underground.
Are they new to your channel?
Yeah, yes, that's the first time I've seen them on here. Yeah, I'm glad they came in.
Yes, welcome.
Calving season is coming up fast. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's coming up real fast for him.
I gotta be quiet.
Well, said you tell a secret.
Yeah, bro.
Oh, is that a secret?
We have something that has come up around here lately, and I'm not even sure. They'll help me. What was that thing I said we got? It's not prairie chicken.
Grouse?
No, it's woodcock.
Oh.
We have woodcock that have started making their way in here, and I saw one like 10 foot behind the house one day, and then I've seen one across the road. I've seen 2 or 3 on the creek down by where I grew up, not far from where the cattle are. Yeah, woodcock. That's right. So, and those are interesting birds.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever heard of those before. I think Pretty and Pooch are coming on.
Yeah. Pretty and Pooch are coming on, so we probably ought to go over and I need to go over and talk to them. So.
Yeah. Everybody around here holler at Pretty and Pooch for real.
Yes.
And y'all check out 9 Acres of Nothing podcast.
Yes.
And you can see more Johnny. There's some wisdom.
And tomorrow we have a Homestead Hangout night tomorrow night.
Yes. Craft and Chats in the morning at 10 a.m.
So Thursdays, there's a lot of stuff coming up. So
Thursdays are busy.
They are. And it's going to be extra busy because I'm going to have to go out to the cattle.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Y'all make sure you check out Rebecca Touch by Yarn if you hadn't already.
Yes.
And the amazing Ronald with the cool beard.
Yeah.
Check them out. They've got some cool stuff going on.
Yes. Yep.
All right, guys. Well,
I'll put
I'm
you.
gonna
I'll
go
put you
and,
on the hat list, and I'm also gonna start a blanket list because I've got, I think three blankets to make.
Oh wow.
Three or four.
Goodness.
Wow.
well,
That is a
Good
good
lot.
night, everybody.
Glad y'all came in. It's been amazing.
Yes. Thank you, Derek, for inviting us. We'll
It's
see
always
you
fun.
guys over at Pretty and Pooch.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys. There we go.
Uh-oh. Here we go.